it's Katie the Crafty Crab, and today I'm coming on to show you a video of a mixed media project that I've been working on as part of a challenge for Crafting with Wine's channel, which I'll link below. But first of all, I wanted to show you this. Recently I paid for myself to go on this mixed media workshop with the owner of Craftbox UK, and this is what I would consider my first proper mixed media piece. I have been playing and experimenting with mixed media, but actually getting some proper tuition about some of the techniques was great. So I don't know how much you can see here, but there are so many different medias. We've got some stenciling in the background, and then there were lots of chipboard pieces, different levels of gesso and paints. That is, I think it was a silver charm that we then distressed. We've obviously got some brass, copper cogs here, but most of this is actually chipboard. And then the big thing was using paints and working out how to do the highlights. You can also see the darker bits here. We're using some kind of rusty antiquing cream. Yeah, so I learnt that and had a really great day experimenting, and I must admit I'm so proud of this. So I thought I would try and use some of the lessons learned to create another piece for, as I said, a challenge for my friend Carolyn. So we will speed up and give you a time lapse of how I made the process, and I'll see you at the end with the final results. Bye for now. And here it is. So I think there were a few things I did off camera. I had these natural shells, which I actually think Carolyn gifted me a while ago, that I stuck on. I think all the sequins, because that took quite a time to stick on. I think I did them off camera, and I actually noticed I had a few gaps here. So I filled these with Ice Queen beads. And it was funny because I showed my husband and I said, oh, I feel like this area is missing something. And he was like, you know what you need? You need water bubbles. And I was like, I know exactly what to do. And I had these really nice acrylic, and I think some are glass, but clear cabochons. So it's not as, well, I was going to say it's not as brilliant as the one I showed you at the top. But actually it is, because I've made it, so I'm very happy with it. So I'm not going to beat myself up, because I think we do that too often. It's just different. I started by mounting some paper onto this piece of black card, and then I dry brush with different blues and greens, some acrylic paint. I had this teal turquoise doily, so I put that on. I also did some stenciling with some modelling paste, and then I just built up this scene. I had these chipboard embellishments of the flip-flops, the shells, the crab. I had to put a crab in, of course, the seahorse, and I thought the word smile was really appropriate for this piece. And then I did have, I think, 2 or 3 different papers, but you can actually only see this one now. But I think that's fine, because I don't know about you, but when I'm crafting, I don't necessarily always plan what I'm going to do. I very much craft from my gut, so I had all of these items around and I just kept building and building the scene. I did have a piece of ribbon under here, which you can't really see, but the blue cord comes through. I found this bit of texture, which I thought looked quite net-like, so I added that. And then I just went through. There are some very tiny blue seed beads here that kind of got lovely mixed up with the glue, so they're quite textured. And then I added these gold micro beads just as a kind of highlight. What else? So I built up this scene using mulberry flowers, charms, wooden embellishments. I wasn't planning on using this wine bottle, but then I thought, well, do you know what? There's that whole adage of message in a bottle, and Carolyn's channel is crafting with wine, so I thought that was really appropriate. I had these blue gems, which are actually quite pointy, but I thought, again, they added to all the colour. These crystal kind of floral type gems, which I thought looked really good as seaweed. And then just as I was finishing, like I said, I found this packet of coordinating sequins, and I just thought it kind of lifted it. I quite like the purple against the blues. And then these glass cabochons. So to be honest, I really like this piece, and I really hope Carolyn likes it. I was going to punch some holes here and string it on some cord so that she can hang it, but I think I'll leave it up to her to decide what she wants to do with it. But yeah, that is my mixed media Sea of Explosion piece. So I hope you like it and give me a thumbs up, and do let me know what your process is. I'd love to know, are you a much more organised crafter? Because literally when I'm doing something, I very rarely know exactly how it's going to end up. I might have a vague vision, and I definitely knew this was going to have flowers, but you know, I had no idea what it was going to end up looking like, and I am really happy with this. So yeah, leave me a thumbs up, give me a comment, tell me what you're crafting on now. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.